Now to a story you'll only see on 4 News Now. A Spokane public school teacher using a racial slur in class. One of her students tells us she tried to justify its use because of the way she said it. Erin Luna talked with that student, and Erin, she gave you video from that class.
Kirsten, her mom reached out to me saying she's angry that this Shadle Park teacher, who was supposed to set an example for students, used this language and then tried to justify it. Here's video from inside that. Here's some of the video from the story. We have video from inside that classroom from last week. That student tells me after she used the slur, the teacher tried to explain it to a student who came in late. And this is how the class reacted.
I said it out loud and they were offended.
Spokane Public Schools tells me there was a district-wide training with students and staff where it made clear the N-word is not to be said, period.
In a place of learning, students were surprised to learn something new about one of their teachers.
Yeah, like shocked and just nervous, laughing, and a lot of people didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to say.
In advisory class at Shadle Park High School, teacher Sarah-Jane-Oregan used a racial slur, the N-word specifically. Right after it happened, a student started recording.
When you say them out loud, they're real.
This student didn't want to show her face, but she wanted people to know what happened.
I guess she was just like giving examples of what she was hearing, and she used it in a sentence.
Listen to the student's reaction.
No, you just can't say it. You said it. That was unnecessary to say it.
Now listen to the teacher justify her use of the word by how she said it.
Because I said it with a soft end, like how you greet, right? Yeah. And they all got to say it.
You can't say it, no matter what way you say it, no matter what you put on the end. If it's an ER or an AH, you cannot say it.
Kiantha Duncan is the head of the NAACP.
I hear of situations like this all the time, all the time.
And I didn't use the hard R.
Duncan tells me she'd like to sit down with that teacher and have a conversation, find out the reason she said that word and what point she was trying to make.
Because in one of my other classes, we said them out loud.
And if that teacher could see her mistake.
I don't believe in a cancel culture necessarily, so I would say termination wouldn't be my first course of action.
This mom thinks otherwise.
I was angry immediately.
Her daughter was there when Oregan used the N-word.
I think she needs to go.
When I was sent the video, I immediately reached out to Spokane Public Schools. A spokesperson said the district was aware of the incident, that the district takes reports of this nature very seriously and would continue to investigate. While she couldn't talk specifically about this teacher, the district's director of diversity training said students and staff went through training this year to avoid issues just like this.
Spokane Public Schools does not condone the use of N-word by staff or students in relation to staff, even if it is reading text or a student is being disciplined.
2 years ago, the district passed an equity resolution. It heard from students, staff, and parents that the use of racial slurs wasn't being taken seriously enough and something needed to be done. The district says those words are not to be tolerated, and it's a non-negotiable policy.
Instead of going to the panic of not knowing how to address it and maybe pushing it under the rug, we're no longer doing that. We're facing it head on.
If a teacher uses the N-word in class, the district says it will investigate. That could lead to termination or mandated training and education. In this specific case, the district says it won't comment on personnel matters.
I think she needs to retire.
Not willing to adjust and only willing to justify, then I would encourage retirement for them as well.
And Erin, I know you reached out and you've talked to a lot of people about what they think should happen to this teacher, but what has happened?
Well, the district will not tell me if Oregan is still working for Spokane Public Schools. Her name is still on the school directory. That doesn't really tell us a lot. However, I've reached out to her and I have not heard back.
And a lot of people are chiming in about this story already on our Facebook page. We encourage you to go and watch the full story, read it on our website, kxly.com. Thank you, Erin.